I wanted to get on here and just kind of tell you all about my experience taking the For Hers oral medication for weight loss. I started taking it in about March of 2025, and I really don't even know at what point I'm putting this video out. The fact that I'm even making a video at all is wild to me because I don't put myself out there. Like, I'm literally nobody. Like, you can see, like, I have no subscribers. I probably have less than 1,000, actually not even probably. I for sure have less than 1,000 followers on every single platform. Like, nobody listens to me. No one listens to me. So there's literally no reason for me to lie to y'all. I'm not sponsored. No one's paying me for any of this. So I'm giving you just like full, raw, uncut, just straight up how I feel about it. If I would continue doing it, well, actually I'm still on it. If I would recommend doing it, and just sharing with you all the process, my experience, and just overall just how I feel about it. So if you're interested in taking the oral medication, then this is what I have to say. Now, first of all, I am a huge advocate of a person doing whatever they want to do with their bodies, okay? You know, if you want to take the pills, take the pills. You want to do the injectables, do the injectables. You want to get surgery, get the surgery. It's your body, okay? You're the one that has to walk around in it. You got to feed it. You have to dress it. You are the one that is in it. Do what you want. Do what you want, okay? No one else should be telling you what to do with your body. This is just my experience. I'm always going to promote healthy habits, lifestyle changes, things like that. And I feel like no matter what route you take, that always has to be like a part of it. It's just like eating better, getting your exercise in. Ultimately, regardless of whether you're trying to lose weight or not, good eating habits and exercise, your body just needs it, you know? But do what you want. Do what you want with your body. It's nobody's body but your own, right? So really my main reason for starting the medication was, for one, when I was looking to try it, I was looking for reviews on YouTube and pretty much anywhere to see if anyone else had had any run-ins with it or if anyone else had tried it, and I wasn't really finding anything. And I'm not really big into injectables. Like I don't do injectables. Like anything that requires me to poke myself, I'm good on it. So I couldn't really find anybody that like did the oral medication. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to just go on ahead and do it. Just gonna have to do it myself. So kept seeing the commercials about it. I'm pretty sure you all have, which is probably why you're here. Thank you, by the way. But ultimately, I really just wanted to do it to jumpstart my weight loss journey. My intent was to use it to jumpstart it. It was never my intent to stay on it until I reached my goal ultimately. Now, just like with any weight loss journey you're going to go on, or no matter what you do, it's the same thing. You're going to have to diet and exercise. That's a given. Like, there's no getting past that. So if you think this is one of those things where you're just going to take the medication or take the pills and the weight's going to come off, this ain't one of them things, okay? It's not it. And honestly, this isn't my first run-in with weight loss. Like, I've lost weight in the past, but I have had just things happen. Like, I've been in a car accident, gained weight with that. It's just a lot of life stuff. So I'm trying to get back to like myself, and this is the first time I've ever tried any sort of medical or medication, or like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've always done it the traditional way, just diet and exercise. That's still a thing. So my intent was use it to get started, build back the habits of eating better, changing my lifestyle, and just seeing if this would like give me any kind of results. And then once I've, depending on how I felt about it, cut it off and continue doing it the old fashioned way, you know? basically build the habits while I was on it, be done with it, continue on, the regular old fashioned. That was what my thing was going to be. So yeah, the process was pretty easy. I just got on the website, the For Hers website. You fill out the questionnaire, and it was basic stuff like, do you smoke? Do you drink? They ask about your family history. I'm pretty sure, like, does anyone in your family have diabetes? Do you have diabetes? Are you on any medication? Obviously, like, simple stuff. And I guess they use it to kind of determine if it's a good fit for you. So I just kind of went through the questionnaire, and then it just gave me some options as to what might be a good fit for me. Again, I did the oral medication. I didn't do the injectables. I don't do injectables. It's not my thing. But if it's your thing, then, however, I'm not going to be able to really give you any, because I didn't do that. But ultimately, the process was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I didn't have to like schedule an appointment with my doctor. Now, I'm not saying that's not recommended, because if you do have, your health situation better than anybody. So like, if you do have health concerns, then maybe it's a good idea to ask your doctor if this is something that, you can try, if it'll be good for you. I'm pretty sure with any kind of like medication or any kind of, anything that you put into your body will probably have some sort of long-term effects you might want to check into. I didn't. I just went into it. I'm not a health professional. My thing is we're all gonna make, no one's gonna make it out of here alive anyways. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So, I don't want the only time I get a hot body is at cremation. So I'm going to do what I got to do right now. I know that's probably terrible advice. It's not advice. That's just how I feel. That's just me. Do what you want to do. But like I said, if you want to check with your doctor, make sure it's a good idea for you, you do that. You don't listen to me as far as what you should do medically. They give you like 2 options. I believe there was a 5-month and a 10-month. Now, I wasn't sure when I went into it what my level of dedication was going to be, so I wasn't going to do 10 months. I did 5 months. And I think it was about $400 I spent. $400 is what I spent. I didn't need insurance or anything like that. It was all out of my own money. Spent $400. Believe the 10-month was about $8. Makes sense. Yeah, I think that's what it was. 5 months for like $400, and then like 10 months for $8. I can't remember if there was like a special going on or something, but I was like, $400 isn't bad. 5 months supply. I could do it. I could try it. But I just told myself, if I'm going to do it, then we're going to do it for real. No more BS. We're going to make something happen. We're going to make something shake. They took my money, and then we were good to go. Now, as far as like shipping and processing and stuff, I would say it didn't take that long for the pills to actually get to me. I think it probably took a few days for processing. Then they took my money, and then they shipped it to me. And I want to say that whole process was probably about a week and a half, maybe. It wasn't too bad. Yep. Delivered it straight to my mailbox. So, the packaging was actually pretty decent. It was branded, gave me all of my stuff, the whole supply with the medication in it. And they even gave me a nice water bottle. And some, like, if you get nauseous, they give you pills for that too. So I'll show you guys what I got, and I'll kind of go through the actual pills and then some of the side effects. Now, I know for a fact that as far as side effects are concerned, I don't know if I'll go through all of them, but I can tell you some common ones or ones that I definitely experienced. So some of the main side effects that I definitely experienced was upset stomach. Definitely upset stomach. Upset stomach and diarrhea. Those were really two consistent side effects that I have had taking the medication. Now, I noticed in the very beginning, when I first started taking them, I did have, my appetite was very curved. Like, it did suppress my appetite, so it was much easier for me to fast. Like, I did fast a lot, like intermittent fasting. I did do that when I started, and I still do it. And I think ultimately that has helped with the weight loss. So my appetite was definitely, I did notice a lot of changes with my appetite. Like, I have a big problem with cravings and eating late and just things like that. Sometimes it's not what you eat, it's how you're eating and when you're eating. So the medication did help a lot with my appetite. But that was for like the first, I want to say like maybe the first 3 months or so that my appetite was really like regulated. Another thing that I noticed was that for whatever reason, now, if you're not a soda drinker, and maybe it's not just soda, maybe it's just like carbonated beverages, but it makes carbonated beverages taste weird. Like, I did not want, I love, look, I love me ice cold pop. I do. I love me like an ice cold crispy. Oh, like a crispy Pepsi or a Coca-Cola. That, oh, and y'all know that Sprite. I love me one of those. I do. But man, it just made it taste nasty. It makes carbonated beverages taste nasty. And honestly, I didn't even realize that it was a side effect up until I read up on the side effects, and it was like, yeah, it might make carbonated beverages taste like shit. I'm sorry. I can say shit, right? But yeah, that's actually a side effect. So if you like sodas or if you like carbonated beverages, it's probably not going to taste good in the beginning. So I feel like the weird taste in the drinks was probably the weirdest side effect that I experienced while taking the medication. I never really experienced like nausea or anything. Maybe like the first couple days I did, but it wasn't so bad to the point where I needed the anti-nausea pills that they give you. But if you're one that's like sensitive to medication or sensitive to like side effects and things like that, you might experience more of those. But another one that I did that, like I said, the diarrhea. I'm not telling you this to be nasty or to be funny, but take that first stomach cramp. It's not a drill. The first time you feel that little cramp in your stomach, like you got to go to the bathroom. Don't laugh, don't sneeze. Listen to me. It's not a drill. Go find the nearest toilet. It's coming. It is not a drill, okay? It's not a drill. I don't know if the diarrhea is because I like to drink coffee. Now, coffee don't really do me wrong like that. But I'm not sure if that might have something to do with it, or if it's like dairy. Because the only time I really do dairy is when I drink coffee. Like if I'm doing cereal, I usually do almond milk. But even I notice like if I do that, My stomach is tore up. It's tore up. If you're on your way to work, oh my goodness, because you're gonna have to take this while you're working and things like that, because you got to take them every day. If you're a coffee drinker, yeah, you're gonna have one hell of a day. We have private bathrooms at work, and I also have a hybrid schedule, so most of the time I'm at home. But for those of you who don't, whew, oh boy, good luck. But heed my warning. First sign, first cramp, don't even think about it. No hesitation, just go. Just go. Now, the thing with the medication is that whenever you start it, I mean, you don't start out taking all of it. They kind of like ease you into it. You do download the For Hers app, and the app is pretty cool. It lets you like track. It helps you keep track of taking the medication. You can also contact like a health professional, like if you have any issues or questions with the pills, or even if at some point you want to increase your dosage or decrease your dosage. But I will say one thing to note. Now, you don't have to go to the doctor or like seek medical, like get any kind of like tests or anything done, or at least I didn't when you start it. But if you're looking to like increase your dosages, they will make you like get blood work and stuff done to make sure that it's safe to do so. So just a disclaimer as far as that. But the app is pretty cool. You will need it. You can set reminders to take your medication. It actually also has information about your dosages, when to take what, how much of it to take. So it is very helpful, and you will need it. So whenever you do it, or if you decide to, that is something you will need to have. And it also tells you when the next draft of the subscription is going to be, because it does auto draft and you just get automatically sent pills. That's how I ended up getting a second round. It wasn't my intent to do a second round, but they took the money, they sent it to me, and I said, well, why not? So how much did I lose? That's probably like the main question that everybody wants to know, or like the golden question. I'm going to be real honest. I'm going to be so honest with y'all, because here's the thing. I know that there are probably things that I could have done differently, or things that, or times where I fell off and it took me a second to like really get my act together. But my thing is, I've always stayed like committed to the journey. Like if I fell off, I wasn't going to stay off that long. So ultimately, I lost about 35 pounds. Here's what I will say. I've done about 2 rounds of these pills. I'm still not done with this second round of medication. Like I still have pills left. It's supposed to like I'm supposed to like get another shipment sometime in January, but I think I might cancel it. Like I said, and not because I don't think that they're working. It's just because it was never my intent to do it long-term in the first place. But I did notice maybe after like the first 4 months that the effects of the medication kind of wore off. However, so like when I say that, I mean like I was going back to like getting cravings. I was going back to like some of my old, mostly like the cravings. I think the main thing that was helping with the weight loss was the fact that my appetite was curbed. However, that's not to say that there aren't other things that it's doing for your body that is helping with the weight loss. Because I will say, even though I felt like the effects of the medication was wearing off, I do think that it has helped me maintain what I've lost, if that makes sense. I will say that if you like to drink, if you are an alcohol drinker, now I am a social drinker, and I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, my social life picked up a lot when I started this medication. I don't keep like alcohol in my house. I've never been one to keep alcohol in my house. but I will go out and have a drink. And I will say that my main thing, you can recover. It's so much easier to recover from having a bad meal, but it is so hard to recover from drinking. So if you are a drinker, if you know that you are a drinker, like if alcohol is your thing and you are on this and you're trying to, you will struggle. You will struggle. And just so you know, it's actually very discouraged to drink while you're on this medication. And I will say that the diarrhea thing, you will have it if you drink while you're taking. So I would say, like, if you know you're gonna go out and have drinks later, happy hour, whatever, maybe skip that day. So like I said, ultimately, I lost about 35 pounds. To date, I've lost about 35 pounds. I still have weight that I want to lose. Do I think that it is worth the money and worth trying? If you're serious about it, I would say yes. Do I recommend doing it long term? That's up to you. I feel like for the price, it was pretty decent. I think it was pretty decent for the price. I don't regret doing it at all. I think that it has definitely motivated me to keep going. And I think that for me, considering what my situation was and why I decided to do it, I think it really just depends on what your motive or what your reasoning for doing it is. I'm still taking it, and I'm still very much, exercising and doing my best as far as like my diet is concerned, because I feel like that's always going to be the main thing. But like I said, I think that I definitely could have lost more, but that's just because of my personal lifestyle. You got to take accountability for the things that you're doing. I think if you're a person that is more disciplined, this could definitely be helpful for you if you're looking to kickstart or jump off your weight loss journey, and if you plan to stay on it throughout your weight loss journey, definitely, like I said, do what you want to do. I just wanted to share if you were curious about it, or if you had any, just like I said, just if you were curious about it, wanted to know what it was like. This is just my experience with it. And I think if you're looking to try it, definitely give it a shot. See what you can do. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope you found this video somewhat helpful. Of course, if there are questions, feel free to comment. I try to respond to comments. I don't know why I'm talking like there's anyone here. I don't know if anyone will see this. Like I said, I'm nobody. I'm literally nobody. For those of you that did stumble upon this video and you did watch it all the way through, I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. This was for you, baby.